Hey guys, John here. In front of me, I have the 2023 Toyota Crown. This one is a Platinum with the Hybrid Max motor. So this color is called Bronze Age. So you can only have this black bitone on a Platinum gray Crown. So down in the comment section, let me know what you think about adding black to this car. I think it looks really good with the Bronze Age color. Yeah, there's black on the hood, black on the roof, and black on the trunk. So we'll start up front and work our way back. So this is the front of the new Crown. What do you guys think about it? First time really seeing it in full person and driving it around and getting used to it. But we got quad LEDs for the lights. You have a nice daytime running light on top of that up there. And then pretty much a Toyota signature grille down on the bottom. And then you do have the radar just right there. So we got 21-inch wheels wrapped around some Bridgestone tires. And these tires are actually super, super quiet. This car is a very quiet and comfortable vehicle to drive. I like to think that this color is like the modern day grandma grandpa color, you know, that old champagne color that you associate with grandma and grandpas. This is like the more updated, kind of like hip looking car, grandma and grandpa style. Little bit of chrome on the door handles, little bit of chrome over the windows, and then coming around to the back. So you have the black bitone that wraps around the taillights and just flows through the whole thing. Now, since we're in the back, this is not a hatchback. It's actually a trunk. And to open it, above the Crown logo, you have right here. So this is your taillight that runs across, LED. And there's a little button right here to open the trunk. It looks like there's like a washer for the rear view camera. That's cool. And then it's huge in here, guys. Let me zoom out. So this is my camera bag, my backpack. Decently sized backpack, but we could push that all the way over to the side. And then it's a 60-40 split for the seats right there. They fold flat down. There's a little bit of a hump and tons of room in here. Maybe 3 golf bags this way, 5 to 6 golf bags that way, if you're doing golf bag math. So lots of room in the back here. It's a higher kind of lifted trunk. So even though it's not a hatch, you still have a good amount of room to put stuff into it. I'll lift that all the way up. There we go. We'll lift it all the way up. So tons of space to go into that. So I'm 5'11", and there's tons of space to go ahead and put things into the trunk. We'll go ahead and close that now. So the exterior styling, honestly, guys, has really grown on me a lot. It's one of those cars that you have to really be in and be around to, I guess, appreciate. But we will go ahead and go inside. This interior, super simple. It's called black, but we have tons of soft touch around this whole car. This, again, is the Platinum grade. So we have the memory seats right here. Looking at the seats, it's an 8-way adjustable leather seat, heated and ventilated. Coming over here to the left, we have our automatic high beams, windshield wipers or windshield stuff. I think this is a heater maybe for the windshield. But we also have the buttons down here for the trunk and for your gas cap. But the interior of this car just screams Lexus. It essentially screams Lexus. Some of the chimes are like Lexus. It feels super solid like a Lexus. It is built in Japan. So, I mean, this car is incredibly solid on the inside. So now getting into this car, I like how high you actually sit. So it's a very strange car, but you sit kind of high to get into it. And with that, your headroom, there's not a lot. So again, I'm 5'11", and there's not a crazy amount of headroom once you get into it. I have the seat pretty much all the way. Yeah, the seat is all the way lowered. So I like the ingress, if that's a word, ingress and egress of the vehicle. It is very easy to get in and out versus a normal sedan where you like super fall into. But this one, you know, you just sit down, head, I almost hit it because I'm looking at the camera, and then get into the vehicle. So it's nice for older people. They said their target audience is early empty nesters, probably an older audience too for this car. So that makes it super easy for elderly people to get in and out of the vehicle. Up above, got a nice fixed panoramic. So it's a fixed panoramic moonroof. And I don't think it has any of the cool little stardust features or starlight features like the Venza does. I don't see anything. But to close it, it's one click and it actually closes pretty fast. Nice black headliner too. Come on, Toyota, do this with the Tundra. So to put the car into drive, you come over, goes down to drive, up into reverse. This one has a full 360 camera view. And then as you'll notice over there, once I put it back into drive, the mirrors move back. So if you put it in reverse, mirrors are gonna go down, show you kind of where you're at. And the cool thing too is when you start to back up into reverse, you see the car kind of goes away a little bit. And then once it starts picking up the ground, now it's recording things. Now you're completely invisible, basically. So it reads everything under you. We're about to touch that shadow. Sees the car underneath of it. That's pretty cool. And here's all your buttons on your steering wheel. And then coming over here to the central HVAC, your knob is
crazy
for your radio. And then you have heated seats, ventilated seats, rear defroster, dual climate control. Your heated steering wheel is right here, so you can have an auto heated steering wheel. The how hot you want it or not, turn it all the way off, AC buttons. And then down here is your shifter, drive modes, traction control on and off, parking brake if you want to like manually release it or manually set it, but the car does it automatically, your hold. And no real shelving anywhere, but you do have a spot right here for a phone holder if you want to charge it wirelessly. And it starts to charge. So what I like about your gauge cluster is basically you have three. So you have three customizable screens. And what's cool is if you go to it and you press and hold OK, you could change the middle one to something. Let's say we want the maps on the middle one. Press it over to the right, your little thing down here on your steering wheel. Press it over to the right and you can have some car information. And same thing with the left. If you go over to the left, you can change it from your MPGs. You could go to like eco score, your driving ratio, compass. And then when you're done with that, if you click OK again, your gauges can kind of go away for a more like streamlined look, and then bring it back in. Gauges animation. That's pretty cool in the new Toyota Crown. So getting on into the back seat, the seat actually pushed itself back when I turned the car off. So this should pretty much be all the way back, but we'll go ahead and get on in. And I have a decent amount of room here. In headspace, I have an okay amount, but not that much. You can see that it's contoured up like this, where the visor thing would probably tuck itself up into here. So they did contour a little bit out for your head, but there is not a whole lot of room. I guess if you like sat down a little bit, there's a little bit more, but there's not a whole lot of room back here. Let's say if you're above 6'1", 6'2", you'd probably be really close to hitting your head. But your rear occupants will stay comfortable because we got some HVAC back here and USB-Cs, which is cool, modern technology. And then also have some nice cup holders. Very premium back here. Nice little strap to pull it down or whatever have you. But pretty comfortable rear seat situation. I have a lot more room for my legs than I do for my head. That is for sure. Solid door shut. Super solid. Holy smokes. This car is such a beast. So overall, guys, this vehicle drives really well. Super quiet. I would absolutely love to have this thing as a road trip car. Just to drive quick, kind of get to wherever you need to go, not pack a bunch of stuff in, although that trunk can pack a bunch of stuff in. But the car is very comfortable, very premium. The looks are growing on me, and this bronze age color, I think actually looks really good. So let me know, guys, what you think down in the comment section. I will catch you all in the next video.